Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm KandyCorpse, you can call me Kay, and in this video we're going to be reading some more stories, true scary stories from the r/let's not meet subreddit on Reddit. Just a quick recap, r/let's not meet, it is tagged as NSFW because there is some like adult content, and because it's like real shit that happened, some of it can actually be scary and can be a little graphic, so that's why that's tagged. The description is a place to read spine-tingling, unusual, terrifyingly true stories about people you never want to meet again. So some people are recounting stories that they have been told from like close friends or a loved one, whatever, and some people are talking about what happened to them. For example, this story today. The update popped up, and luckily I didn't have to look far because they actually had their original post tagged. So that's what this video is going to be about, is I'm going to be reading this and we're going to be reacting to this and looking through a couple comments together. So this is titled "Someone is Watching Me," so I'm assuming it's about like a stalker or something, which is absolutely horrifying, by the way. Like, if you've never been in a situation where you, even if it like didn't happen, but you thought someone was stalking you or following you, whatever. I know I closed that. Like, I closed that earlier because I wanted it to be down. I must have I don't know, I must have stopped and done something else, but that was supposed to be closed. But anyway, it's posted by user BrilliantBex1992. So the initial post was posted 18 days ago. Someone is watching me, the title. So up at the top it says updates will be posted at the end. They're not, they're tagged, but that's okay. So this says, so I've never posted in this sub, though I have other stories I've buried deep until recently, but this is happening in the present. I've had people stalk and follow me before, same. And because of that and my true crime addiction, I've become supremely paranoid and a solid curtain watcher. Bestie, that's not good. I, 31F, reside in an upstairs room that was my first room to myself as a child. I had to leave a bad situation and therefore ended up back in my childhood home. It happens to all of us, it's okay. For reference, when our house was built, we were told that the field to our left, with horses and a barn at the time, would one day soon be a development. It was 2000 when we were told that, and it wasn't until 2022 that roads started being formed and foundations laid. I'd already had someone follow me home before when I was young, posted about it, but don't know how to link. Well, and they figured it out because they linked the update. All good, OP. But I was in a different bedroom next door. My parents put in a free library that's right below my window. My parents put in a free library that's right below my window, and nighttime security lights that are very bright and turn on if you're within like 20 feet of the side of my house that my room is on. I'll admit, having an open field next to me so long made me accustomed to not closing the curtains when I changed because there was never anyone to watch. But now there is. For the past 2 weeks, the burglar lights next to the free library have been going off late at night because my one side of the curtain is open so I can use my vape. That's the only reason I noticed it all. I didn't think too much of it at first. We lock all the doors and windows every night, and I'm on the second floor. I also always looked out to see if it was a car, someone walking their dog, or a deer, only to see nothing. To add, they put in a shit ton of streetlights around this area, so the visibility is great, but it just kept happening. That's so creepy. So last night I did my usual and I saw the lights come on out of my peripheral. I acted natural, giving full view out the window. I was going to bed. It was about 3 a.m. Same. Turning the TV off and closing the window and curtains, turning the light out. Then I ducked down, peering through the curtains to the sidewalk below. I honestly thought I was gonna pass out when after a few minutes, maybe 5, someone comes out from the side of my house. A silhouette dressed in black. Nah, you weren't crazy. They were going off for a reason. They kept their back to me until the light turned off, but I swear I could still see them standing there, looking up like they could see me. I called the police, but while I was on the phone with the operator, I saw him run off. There wasn't much they could do except say that they'd have a car drive around and look. My parents are asleep, and I know I have to tell them tomorrow. This scares the crap out of me. If it hadn't been happening for weeks and was a solo incident, I would probably be fine about it, but the fact that the light has been going off without me seeing activity and what happened tonight makes me think this person has been watching me and watching my house. The person outside my window, let's please never fucking meet. Small update, I did tell my parents, and at first they brushed me off, claiming I'd had a couple of drinks and it was late. So I probably just saw someone checking out the library. I then had another conversation about it with just my dad, who said that there has been reports in the last couple weeks of car break-ins, and since my car is parked on my side of the street, right outside my window, maybe they were trying to break into it. I pointed out that if he was trying to get into my car, why was he pressed up against the house where he wasn't visible from my window? And why did he at no point go towards my car? I think I freaked him out enough that we're going to potentially get a camera for that area. Given all the development happening around us, I think it's smart even without the incident. Thank you all for your advice and replies. I'll update here again if anything happens. That is like super uncomfortable to look out your window and see someone. They did update 10 days later. So it says there hasn't been any activity since the night after I originally posted. I was on a phone call the very next night with my friend when I noticed someone standing outside completely shrouded in darkness. I proceeded to talk loudly about how some creep was watching me and they'd better watch out. Stupid, yes, but it seemed to work because all was quiet after that. Or so I thought. Tonight was one of my oldest friends' last night in town, so I was out till about 9:30 p.m. Drove 2 friends home and then myself. Since it was so early, I wasn't worried but still alert. I drove up the side of the street he hit on last time, even though it was out of my way, and saw nothing out of the ordinary. I noticed one of the new houses that's being built had its lights on, which I didn't think much of in the moment. Fast forward an hour, and I started hearing a weird, loud banging sound across the way. I know it's risky, but I'm not letting some asshole dictate my comfort, and I've also been watching for activities / pretending so that I could maybe catch them. So I've kept my window open as usual, hence why it was dumb to razz him the other night by talking about someone watching me, but I digress. It stopped, so I wrote it off. Big mistake. Shortly after, I started hearing banging again, but this time I could actually feel it. It was coming from my house. Ew! No, thank you. I genuinely freaked out, like Knives Out status, but much more cowardly. Cowering on my bedroom floor with my ear pressed to the door and knife in hand. It was a strange hollow sound that didn't seem like the front door. It wasn't. I once again called 911 describing what was happening, thinking they're probably going to write it off because they sounded crazy. Still, I feel in shock because this only just happened. Thankfully, the kind dude on the line definitely took me seriously and said someone would be on their way. For the record, the police department's like a 3-minute drive from my house. I ended up tiptoeing downstairs to see and once again felt my heart stop. Went to the front window, ducked down, and there wasn't anyone at the front door. Then the banging starts again, and I could tell how close it is. I go to the side window that overlooks the garage, and that's when I saw him, dressed in black, hood pulled over face, banging wildly on the garage door with a fucking crowbar. Honestly, I don't know why he wasn't using the crowbar to break in, but I'm super glad he didn't, as the door inside the garage, at least at the house, is always left unlocked. To say I panicked is a vast understatement. I nearly pissed myself, which is, I think, understandable. I'm just standing there, peeking out the window, watching this guy wail on my garage door with a crowbar, thinking how fucking unhinged he must be, and how much I want the cops to get here now, when just like before he runs off. I quite literally just got done giving a report to the cops that showed up. My family's woken up and had to talk to them as well, as they're all homeowners, and now they're both so freaked out that my dad just ordered 4 exterior cameras to monitor the house. I don't think it's over yet. This man has some reason he's targeting my house, possibly me, since he started out by watching outside my window. So to this man, you'd better hope we never meet. I have a crowbar too. So let me see if this person, I'm gonna go to their profile and see if they actually posted another update, because it's been about 8 days since that was posted. No, it looks like they haven't posted any comments. So I'm going to go to the comments of this video, since this is the update, and see what people say. Someone said it's time to start locking the door from your garage to the house. Yes. And they said keep us updated. Oh my god, this is such a long comment. motion lights for your front and back doors, ring camera with audio. If you have patio doors, make sure you lock. Have an escape plan. Do any of your rooms have locks, windows that you can jump down from? Do people know your routine? You know, homework, school, etc. Sorry if I'm making you anxious, but if this guy's following you and trying to get in your home, you need to be careful. Are there any outside crawl spaces under the house that can lead to your home, like a basement? And are they properly secured? And OP responded, these are all amazingly helpful suggestions. We already have a ring at the front door with audio, which actually did catch the person going to the garage. Okay, good. So at least there's that proof, because the person keeps fucking running off. They probably can either hear or see the police sirens coming from down the street. So that's why they're like running away. But at this point, they have that physical evidence and they have on camera, which is really good. I never do routines due to how vulnerable they make you to stalking, and I'm not working at the moment, so anytime I go anywhere, it's very spontaneous. As for an exit, best option if I'm upstairs and someone gets in is to use my fire escape ladder out my bedroom window. My house is set up super weird, and unless they come from the back of the house, my downstairs exits would be cut off. But at your suggestion, I put a fire escape ladder right by my window just in case. That's actually like really good to have a fire escape ladder, honestly. Someone said, did the guy run towards the house being built with the lights on? Said, no, honestly, I think he came from that direction, as originally the banging noises were seeming to come from the one lit house. I'm starting to wonder if someone connected to the building project, as during the day I have my window open from my room getting hot if I don't, and it's possible that they're watching me during the day and coming back at night when I would be in a more vulnerable position. That's just like, that's crazy. Someone said, get a bear trap that will gentle the fucking turd down a bit. Want to be a creep, have fun learning how to walk again. Gonna be a bit harder running off. Also, if the house is still being built, it shouldn't have lights on, so call anytime you see anything like that. I'd even talk to the contractor and tell them what's happening. This made me laugh super hard, picturing this creep screaming and caught in a bear trap. The really dark side of me enjoyed it, which scares me a bit. I actually know the owner of the construction company building it, so I will definitely be reaching out to let him know that the lights have been on. I actually have noticed them on in one of the houses for several nights, and I know they're still working on it, as I'm looking out my window now and seeing people going in and out with tools and shit. I'm now wondering if this person outside my window / banging on my garage is squatting there. Extra yikes. That's definitely a possibility. Oh, ooh, a little update. Okay, I think that's the only like small update, and that was like a day later. Yeah, that was a day later when OP like messaged them. So it's been a week since we've heard anything. So yeah, I don't know. There's no other updates. They have commented as of like a day ago. Let's see, their last comment a day ago, someone said, just asking what would happen if you shot the guy and killed him. And OP said, I think it depends, but I don't really want anyone ending up dead. I mean, if it came down to me versus him, I'd absolutely fight for my life in any and every way possible. But ultimately, I don't want me dead, and I don't want anyone else dead either, if that can be avoided. Honestly, that's a very valid answer. Holy shit, bro. That's so scary. I hope I'm going to actually like save this post, and I'm going to kind of like check in on it every now and then, just to kind of like see if there is an update, so I can let you guys know. So that's saved. If there's any more updates for this story, I will let you guys know ASAP. But other than that, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.